Yeah, I've just popped over to the feed. There isn't any sound, or there hasn't been any sound for a while.
That mean I don't have to think.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Well, at least no one heard the Grey Size joke, so scant consolation. But
Oh, Ryan's one tile of Zemstvo. What a
yeah,
disappointment.
yep, and 2 tiles of Marcel Tov while we're at it. But yes, uh,
Yeah, Tig, just in case sound has come back, Tig is a good play, opens up for the E and the S.
yep, that's nice, and he should be able to bingo the following turn if he draws reasonably well. Whereas Ryan's been, yeah, I think finally it is comes down. It's been in the pipeline for a few turns now.
It's been burning a hole on his rack, waiting to come down. Fortunately, he'll need to draw a blank to get Zemstvo now.
Yeah.
Not sure where he's at, but I suppose underdo would work. But what is that? EE or emotive? Not quite.
Yeah. And okay. So Chock Heng has drawn into 2 eyes, and the W, which is not the best out there, but I think he can navigate the stack. Do you go for something like wise here and just rack up the score, or I don't know, dump your
I don't love Wise simply because it opens up such a big thing down at the bottom that you're going to be second at. And IT is not great. Like, I think you've kind of opened up something for yourself and then you close it while also crashing and burning your rack. But W and I don't like each other. So
yeah.
you do still have the, and I guess you're also throwing away the D for lewd.
Yeah, while of course taking it out, but yeah, I'm not sure if he can do something that scores as well.
Is there any way you could just fish the W off without it looking terrible? Hmm.
Mm,
I'm almost wondering if it would just be better to play toe and keep IDEIST. I mean, maybe not, but I think there's a lot that can go wrong here.
Yep. Not really a fan of white. It's a kind of in between play.
Takes things on the end of it, so it's really opening up a free hit on a triple, on the double and the double to get across. That said, most of the heavy letters are gone, but
Yep, and it's also kind of smaller free hit at the now hooks. So yeah, something like an L or an N or a Y or a T, which Ryan has. Something like Veto is going to score quite.
and the rack pickup here is really suffering from the lack of an E.
Yeah, I think that's solid. Yep, that comes down for what, almost 30 points. Quite solid. And Chock Heng uh, is got Burnett, which does not take the S sadly, and he's seen that as well.
A few eights there, but they're not going to go down because the letters is not there. The coolest eight's probably the I for in spirit.
Nice. Okay, once again, I think that's okay, but yeah, you're not really scoring much, but that lane is going to be difficult to block.
Although if you want to block a lane like that, it would be very helpful if you happen to have a letter like a V.
Yeah, which Ryan does have. But is he going to draw the same thing again? No. Uh,
You could probably make an argument that's not worth blocking it.
true, true. Wow. Okay. Anyway, uh, for a moment, I thought he drew into Burnet's again, but
But it's even worse.
somehow. Yeah, not really sure what Ryan should be doing here.
My instinct is to leave the spot alone, but I haven't worked out what I would do instead of playing there.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I see is just a very mediocre V through the E of Grey size, but yeah, that's quite poor, honestly.
It feels kind of weird because I feel like looking at it, like it feels like Ryan is ahead, but he's not.
Yep, it feels like Ryan should be in the lead given he just bombed the Z X, but I think Gressa is and he got Jitneys by the way, but Gressa is I think uh, kept it close. Maybe the other option here is playing VAE or VEE and hooking the E to TIG, which is
Hmm.
I'm again like doesn't inspire confidence, but okay. I mean, it's not like he's far ahead by 50. But yeah, you can kind of make an S inference basis TIG, basis RIP, but there honestly other hooks that these birds take as well. So
How about Vale, VALE, and Taj to absolutely ruin that spot?
yeah, I mean, and while you're at it, I mean, if Vey is a defensive move, then Vale is it just kind of puts that spot to bed completely. Um,
Similar thought there with vape.
yeah.
It's not impossible that someone might be able to still bingo in that spot. And dumping the duplicates.
Yep, I think that's okay again. Grim. But yeah, and Ryan's run into the blank, second one. But
And he seems to be unscrambling Bramble.
yeah, this almost not quite one of my favorite words, Babelism.
Ah,
But, but yeah, I don't think anyone is anywhere close to playing an 8 on this board, apart from the 9 timer. But yeah, that's it for a while.
I don't think he's got like a 5-letter word that makes Taj.
Yeah, unless you want to be playing Beam there, and you don't want to be playing Beam there.
I'd pass. Although, does he want to get aggressive because he does have the blank with something like Ebb off the E of Veto?
Yeah,
I mean, Chocking's now weirdly got the bingo to go down next turn, and I don't see that anything Ryan's going to do is going to stop that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he's going to need to get, and actually Ratlins is the sort of bonus that's not going to give any counterplay at all.
Yes, it's going to be quite difficult to yeah, overlap. I mean, that is still a possibility, but it is going to be tough.
This can be one of those situations where playing super defensively can actually be like can actually stuff you up too. Your opponent gets a bonus that you're not expecting in a spot you're not expecting, and then you don't really have anything.
Yeah. Uh, the other
That's why.
thought that might be worth considering is Taij and Ebb. Uh, but yeah, it's um
Wow, gamble.
um
I mean,
uh,
I guess it does score. It does. Oh, look, I've got to say, I don't love that. I mean, your opponent's just been doing a bit of fish. REI is says I've got good letters, but I've got two R's and two I's.
presume it's the R if you're playing defensive the way Ryan has played for the most part.
Yeah, I'd have to say I don't like that. But it doesn't matter because no one's listening. Perhaps no one's listening. I mean, no one's responded to my plea for help.
Yeah. But I thought the audio did come back when I
Oh,
just
well, there we go. I
looked.
mean, Ryan has drawn into a good riposte to Ratlins. With Bluey will come down and score almost as much as the Bing. Well, not a good play, 50 or so. But I tell you, if not for drawing that Y, that really could have been pretty bad. Okay. Thanks, Victor. Audio is back. And thank you again for listening. So Bluey will put Ryan back into the lead, but not commandingly so. What is going to be commanding for Ryan is that not good pickup for Chock Heng, though he can at least dump Huia in that right column. But the bag is rapidly drawing to an end. And the unseen tiles there. Yeah, well, there's not a lot of them. So what's in the bag? Is that PF in the bag? I mean, what sevens are even there to be found? If you were to fish off and try to get Ophiura, which would play, but your opponent would know what you're doing. This may be one of those games where you kind of have to concede that it's not going to go your way and try to preserve spread. Preserve spread by at least blocking that spot with Huia. It is 33 points. That will put Chock Heng into the lead, but he's not likely to hold it. Because it's very, very difficult to imagine him playing out with any draw, keeping OOI.
Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, missed the last few minutes, but yeah, I think Bluey was a good riposte, but yeah, is there even anything in the bag that needs to be worried about? I don't think so.
From whose perspective? I think
Uh,
from Ryan's perspective is not, because the bag's PF, I think.
yeah, no, from Chocking's perspective.
Well, if he dumped OI, he might get Ophiura next turn, but he won't get Ophiura.
Okay, I think Huya is okay.
So I think this is going to end up in a small win to Ryan, just because he's going to get another 2 spots. So he'll be able to contrive an out in 2 very easily.
Yep, and given FP in the bag, I don't think uh, Chocking is going to have an out here.
Can he do something with Ripe to set up an out in 2 with Ripe? Yes, he can. Well, he should be able to. With that having been said, I don't think he needs it.
Yep, but nothing like right here. Then
Yeah, even griped will do fine. But yeah, it would be cute to do a play across for the D or the R to go down next turn, knowing that Chock Heng has no letters that could take the spot. Ergo would leave Todd. Is that right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the evil last rack high score would be very difficult to stop.
Yep, I think. Yeah. I mean, of course, if you play Ergo there, you do get what you can put the F down. Uh, but yeah, I think
Yeah, that's about the only thing that could stop it, and then
stop.
you just go out with told or whatever next turn.
Yeah, I think nothing's going to change the outcome of the game, though, most likely.
Redo. No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff like just play GED, but then you don't go out. You just play Tor the following turn. Score well, but don't go out.
What a horrible problem to have.
Yeah,
I mean, even if you don't know, griped is going to get you home. Okay, so door being set up. Rude is being set up here. And can that be stopped? It can be stopped with Thu.
yep,
But yeah, drool will then go out.
yep. Yeah, but I mean, even after foo, you could just plonk the D down there and you would be fine. So go out. So I think it might just be best to just play foo in the top right. Okay.
That's just giving 48 points, isn't it? Yeah, good play of get there. Unless there is a massive scoring play with PI left.
Yeah, I think it would. I think yeah, food might work better than going out with or do or whatever drool.
Maybe didn't know riped. I mean, it's not the normal form of that word as a verb. It's not normal.
Yeah, I mean there is
I mean,
argument
that
to
would
say
lose
that.
the game if it was wrong.
Yeah,
It would wrong. So drool will win 100% of the time.
yeah.
And Ryan, I haven't seen him play that much. Does strike me as being somewhat conservative.
But this is the exact situation when you start questioning your word knowledge. You just want to go and win the game, which he's doing with Urdu.
And that's why sometimes, people will doubt things or they'll do something because they know they've got to win. So Ryan has a small win, as we thought would happen after Bluey. I wouldn't say he played it perfectly.
But yeah, I think his gamble paid off.
Yeah, I mean, if he hadn't picked the Y, I think he could have been in quite a lot of trouble. He was lucky and quite lucky to pick a really good rack after gamble with the blue EOT and leaving the O, like the other UI stuff in the bag.
But yeah, yet another win for Singapore on the stream. I think it's been 3-on-3 today. That's kind of reflective of the overall standings as well.
What's going on
But yeah,
here? He seems to really be enjoying pointing at that Doc's play.
I think yeah, he's probably saying that he was holding on to the Z while
Uh,
doing that. Gaming. Yeah. But yeah, to the viewers that partially heard us, thanks for watching. We will be back with the next game in about 15.
we'll reprise most of the jokes that you missed. Don't worry, I've only got 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
I'll see you back in 12 to 15.
Yep, that's right. See. Thanks, folks.